I had to do is set more handbrakes before coming down the hill. Oh, because that can happen. No. Whee. Dun, da, da. I must go now. My people need me. Howdy, folks. Kerbo here. Welcome back to Railroads Online. I'm getting the Mogul all fired up. It's weird. I was just having the strangest dream that I lost the train going down to the smelter. Weird, huh? So let's get on down to the trestle. It's fairly flat until we get down to the turn, so I think we'll stop there and we'll set a bunch of handbrakes. We've got a pretty steep descent down into the smelter area. But as you can see, we've got a 20-car train. We've got 4 cordwood. Went over to the logging camp, got those filled up. And then I've got the next 12 cars are mostly beams. I think there's 3 with lumber. And I've got 4 empty hoppers on the back there. Total of 20 cars. Pretty crazy. It's the crazy train. Come on, UI. Sync up. Just try. Let's roll out. We're going to just run some trains today. Ease out the slack. I'm going to make sure the whole train starts moving. Got the back car set. I think the handbrakes are at 30%. Just in case we break the train, it shouldn't roll off into the sunset. Unless we're on a steep grade, and then all bets are off. But the plan today is just to run some trains. We're going to run the train down to the smelter, and we're going to leave the cordwood there. And then we're going to take the rest of the train up to the iron mine. I want to get it well stocked with wood, and we'll leave the hoppers there. So I want to get a bunch of iron made, and get some rails made at the smelter. And then we need to head up to the coal mine. But it's such a big journey to the coal mine. Didn't really want to head up there, you know, without a lot of stuff, because it's a long trip. So we're just going to watch the driver's roll today. Train looks good snaking through the woods like that. Always good for some F12s. Just watch old number 67 roll. I've turned off the music. I got a comment that was kind of concerning that maybe there's some false copyright strikes going on with the music, so I'm just going to leave it off. We've got plenty of sound today, running trains. If I do another quiet type video, I might get some music from the YouTube audio library or something. Sparks rolling out. The emitter for this particle effect is here instead of here, so it's a little weird. Pop-off looks correct. Wow, we're here already. Let's ease on some brake. A short trip in the Mogul. Make sure the compressors are running a little bit. Yeah. So let's go set some brakes. I don't know if I should set them like all on a certain amount or just the back part. Oh, should we set them all on 20? I don't know if I'll even be able to move if I set all the handbrakes. One way to find out. Oh, was that not exactly 20? Won't be able to sleep tonight. There we go. Funny, I'll get all these set and then I won't be able to even move the train. These lumber cars are pretty heavy. I don't think the beams are too bad. And I wish we had an in-game scale just to see. Just from running stuff up to the iron mine, it seems like the lumber cars are way heavier than the beam cars. But that's just going off of feel. And we'll see if we can drag these onto the grade. And hopefully this will keep this train stretched out a bit and under control. Tell you one thing, it was hard to see what I was doing loading this train up solo. So that's why you'll see like mixed lumber and beams, because I just kind of loaded what it was setting by. All right, almost done. Then we'll see if we can move this train. I think the handbrakes are fairly weak, so I don't think 20% is going to be a problem. I'm hoping it'll be just enough friction to help us down that hill. If it's too much, I'll reset all these off camera. Yeah, you guys have watched me set these enough. We'll leave this back one on 30, where it was already. All right, back to the front of the train. I don't like you, tree. Get out of here. Too close to the track. I lost my little crosshair. Someday that'll get fixed. It's a cool train. 20 cars. It doesn't seem like much, but in game, it's really, really long. Uh-oh, ignore the roadbed errors there. All right, I'm gonna, oops, nope. I'm gonna touch this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and crank this compressor all the way on. Don't want to run out of air on the hill. And if we take the loco brake off, what happens? We do actually start rolling. Okay, that's good. So we won't have any trouble getting the train started, I don't think. Unless it becomes an issue once we get all the slack rolled out. I think the whole train's probably rolling by now. We need an end of train device, like in Run 8. If you haven't already, do check out the playlist for some Run 8 content. Got a little bit on the channel, not a ton. I've streamed it more than I've made videos. Alright, now that we're moving, let's try just drifting down grade. A little bit of loco brake on. Now I blew that lamp out at some point. It looks like it doesn't save its state. Sound effects are pretty legit. Just hope it stays together. I should have saved up there at the top of the hill. That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, time for the first janky set of curves. Try not to do like an S curve. S curves are hard on cars. There's a lot of stress on the couplers. So if you have a turn like that, you want a little bit of straight before you go into the next curve. Learned that from model railroading. I think we can ease off the brakes just a bit. It's going to keep it nice and sedate, trying to come down the hill here. I would like to relay this at some point with like a 2% in and out of the smelter. I need to do some more scouting. People have told me in the comments you can go like south there after you come out of the little canyon area or the little pass. So I need to explore that a bit and see. We might even be able to just do 2% like all the way to the iron mine. We don't follow the cut that's there in the mountain. Alright, we're picking up some speed. Let's get a little more loco brake on. Luckily the hoppers are empty on the back. I know this looks painfully slow, but that's the name of the game. The loaded train. These curves are pretty sharp, and then this bend over the trestle is pretty sharp as well. Haven't used much steam on the way down. Just a little bit to run the generator. Of course, we've got the pop-off going full time. Alright, let's ease around this curve. Oh, not that much brake. About 30 maybe? Too much. We got some braking action for free because of the friction in the curve. That's a nice shot right there. Let's see if I can get a screenshot. That might be a thumbnail. Bring it a little tighter. There we go. Something like that. Picking up speed because we're coming out of the corner. There's the end of the train. And it's going to be the opposite problem climbing out of here. We have to manage the regulator a lot. Try to keep a sane speed but not lose our momentum. A little more brake. Not that much brake. Some like hash marks or something along here. Wouldn't be completely out of the question. Now this curve here is super tight. I'm a little concerned about that. Some people have mentioned the link between the coupler, or between the loco and the tender. I don't remember if I talked about that at the beginning. When you save and load, when you load back in, it replaces the drawbar with a coupler link. And I just got tired of replacing it every time I loaded a save. And it seems to work just fine with the link. So that's why there's a link there, in case you noticed that. It's not a bad shot there either. We got that whole train pushing us around this little corner. The way we're lined up, I can't see yet because of the trees. You're lined up correctly. It looks like we're going to go by the cordwood siding. That's good. Uh-oh. We lost all of our fire temperature. Water temperature is below boiling now. Might be time to take the brakes off. Yeah, we're pretty much at a stop now because of all the handbrakes. And the Mogul is hungry. Fire going again. Give me just a minute. I'm going to go take off all the handbrakes. I'm going to set the tender. Sometimes I forget that that's on. Usually pretty obvious. Also, it's a good idea when you're tying up the engine to put that on. I found that out because I logged in one day and I was working with the champ over there at the sawmill. And the Mogul and half a train went rolling by. So yeah, make sure you set the handbrake when you're not using it. I'll be back in a bit. All right, we're easing on forward. I got the handbrakes off except for the last hopper car. And there we go, full pressure back. Just need to ease forward. We've still got plenty of water. But the plan is to pull forward, park the train, take the cordwood forward and back it into here. And we will continue on with the rest of the train. And there goes my work computer. Sorry about that. Trying to get a little recording done right before lunch. It's reminding me that I have a meeting soon. Because lunch meetings are fun. Alright, those switches are lined up, so that's good. It's good enough. We'll ease this to a stop. I don't like to hop out. Oh, that's why it's pulling so hard. I told you I'd forget that. Like, that's pulling pretty hard. Yeah, it is, dummy, because you got the tender handbrake on all the way. I know, you were all furiously typing in the comments. Alright, we will undo that. Let's pretty flat, so I think that'll be enough to hold it. I think all of the terrain is off of the downhill part. I bet the train will go a lot faster now with the tinder brake off. I know, I don't need to whistle every time, but it's fun. So we just need to pull up past this switch right here. Shove these cars back over there. We'll have a decent supply of cordwood. Someday, when I'm making lots of money, we'll probably have like a industry switcher at each industry, but right now it's pretty much just me running trains around. And I use whatever I have on me. That'll do. Run. Stupid controls. They really need to make it that if you're on a control with your left mouse button down, don't interact with other controls. Please. Really? It's 4 cars. Come on, physics system. I know you have a lot of bounce in your couplers. You really should be able to move this train. Alright, let's run some slack out. Give her another shove. There we go. Sometimes you got to do little tricks like that just to get the physics to play on your side. They can get stuck pretty easy in the coupler slack bounce stuff. Have a look in here. Guide me back, Mr. Conductor. Okay, come on back. 2 cars. Multiple personality disorder? No, just the fun part of solo play. All right, we should be clear of that other track. I can spot those later when I'm dealing with it. That uncoupled. We don't hit any other controls. Whee! Dancing. So just got to pull forward, get hooked to the rest of the train, and then head on up to the mine. But I think that will be for a future video. I know some people like the longer videos, but a lot of you like the short stuff. And I've been putting out some longer-ish videos. So that will be it for this one. Next time, we'll head up to the iron mine. Thanks, as always, for watching. Take care.